Come on and get your some. Come on and get your some.
I've wanted so desperately to apologize every day to darker skinned actresses, to say, I'm sorry that I'm the one chosen. My mama looks like you. My mum looks like you. And it's been very painful to have women that look like my mum feel like I'm not representing them, that I'm taking from them, taking their men, taking their work, taking their truth. I didn't mean to, you know.
Although, well, first of all, I just want to say I don't appreciate her apology, but I'm pretty sure there are other dark skinned women out there that do appreciate her apology. Let's get that out the way. But what I'm going to touch on is this, man. This topic of colorism, this topic of, light skin versus dark skin, especially within the parameters of Hollywood and throughout the whole circular motion of the dominant society, we got to get a hold of ourselves at some point. And when I say we, I mean we as black people, but I'm mainly talking about the black sisters out there, especially the dark ones, or the fair-skinned, the dark ones. I'm going to say the dark ones, all right? Now, of course, we know that within Hollywood, her whole thing is that, she's tired of, she's tired of feeling the way she's feeling through the lenses of darker skinned women because of her taking roles that she ended up getting, I guess, with men or with anything else. And my thing is, though, man, you ain't gotta apologize no more, bro. Even though you probably never did before, but you ain't got to apologize. We live in a world now, of course, we know privilege works on all levels. It really does. And of course, we know that lighter skinned women were, and they are more privileged in the dominant society, especially within Hollywood. Hollywood and the dominant society, they would much rather have a fair-skinned or light-skinned black woman in their projects over a dark-skinned woman as well. But there are plenty of dark actresses out there, all right? But I guess the thing what a lot of people are saying is that these women that the dominant society are picking that are dark complexion, they don't represent the real true beauty as far as the appearance of their face. They always go and pick someone who looks like the Whoopi Goldbergs or the Leslie Jones and stuff like that. And okay, I guess that can kind of be debatable. That's a little debatable. Okay, but my thing is, though, man, we live in a world where black reciprocity is at its all-time high. I would say since the 1960s, all right? Over 30, over doggone 50 years, it took us to really understand how to get on one accord when it comes to our culture and what we represent as black people. The thing is, I don't think that lighter skinned women should be out here apologizing to darker skinned women, all because they are gaining things in life that they cannot get. That is nothing to apologize for, because the real root of the problem is this, and I'm gonna touch on this. The real root of the problem is that a lot of dark skinned chicks are bitter, all right? Now, all y'all my sisters, but the thing is, though, it's almost like we gotta talk about it. Let's talk about it for real. It seems like the darker skinned women out there, they pick and choose what they want to get mad at. But in the same token, if if it's black women going against a white person or someone outside their race, then they all of a sudden know how to kumbaya and get together and say, us sisters. We live in a world where the sister girl, black girls rock, girl power thing is at its all-time high. All right, women, especially for women in general, women out here are contractors, women out here are construction workers, women out here on an equal playing field as men, but it seems to not be as equal when it comes to someone who does not look your color. All right, now I'm not saying that a lot of dark-skinned women don't deal with the stuff that they deal with, because they most definitely do. But my thing is, it's almost like being a heterosexual person walking into a gay club and you get mad because everybody in there is a part of the rainbow community. My thing is, you pick and choose what you want to get mad at, man. For all the light-skinned sisters that get bullied, because we got to be real, it's bullying. It's real life bullying at this point, where the ones who are light skinned, they're supposed to feel like they owe the darker skinned women a favor, or they owe them some breadcrumbs, or they owe them something in favor because they missed out on an opportunity just because the dominant society chose who they wanted to choose. The big thing is that we're playing in a field that we cannot control. All right, we can control what we can control what we choose to accept, but we cannot control what the dominant society has set up within their system to pick when it comes to the selection of people. All right, that's just what it is. And my thing is, though, with all this Instagram, all this TikTok, all this YouTube, Facebook, Meta, as they say, Twitter, all these different platforms where people can create their own reality and project their own energy to get the right type of people who are like-minded and that look just like them to be a part of their audience. You know what's crazy is that she had to apologize and say, I'm sorry for taking your men. I don't know why she said that, but she ain't lying, because there's a lot of light-skinned chicks that get hated on as if they're white by their own sister within their own race because of their skin complexion. And then the darker skinned chicks out here get mad and say, oh, well, black men, they like the light skinned sisters. They like that, or they like the white girls. My thing is this, man, why the hell would you want to get mad and stir up your emotions over somebody who just do not like you? We live in a world now where everybody blacker as they come right now. All these sisters walking around with natural hair. A lot of black men used to ish on sisters as far as their blackness and how they treated them and stuff like that. Now we're learning how to show our love and our appreciation even more now on a higher scale than before, especially these last 5 or 6 years. Anytime before 2014, that probably would have been a major issue, and none of us would have probably been able to walk out of the room and talk about light skin, dark skin, colorism, and all that other type of stuff. Hell, we couldn't even hardly talk about race because it was still a conflicting topic, because at that time we felt like it was over with, and we didn't understand each other's pain or what others were going through, or we weren't acknowledging it, or even trying to even look through a lens to even see if we can even see where they're coming from. But now I feel like everybody on code, and it's all about what you project, and it's all about where you choose to lay your finger. All right, so if you have your attention focused on people who just don't like your ass, if you have your attention on people who do not date your complexion, if you have your attention on people who do not like your body weight, or what do you wear, or how do you wear your hair, then you're looking in the wrong area, bro. We all on social media each and every day, and it is so mind-blowing how we got all this love out here in the world besides the hate, and we choose to look into places where we are not accepted. Why in the hell would you want to be accepted by somebody who just don't like you? Why would you want a man who do not like your body type? Why would you want a man who do not like the complexion of your skin? And a lot of you dark women are out here acting like you can't find no man, or you get jealous because that man just don't want you. So what? So what, bruh? Look, we all go through stuff out here, but you don't get a pass just because you are a darker complexion and that other person's supposed to feel the fire because you missing out on opportunities. That ain't what it's supposed to be about, bro. So that person is supposed to be, that light-skinned person is supposed to be ished on. They're supposed to be ridiculed. They're supposed to be bullied, all because you feel some type of way, because you got some bitterness attached to you. I think it's time to start reevaluating your thoughts and your mind process, man. It's time to get out of that old slave mentality that's been locked in since the field and the house. You know what I mean? That stuff gotta be erased and washed away and gotta get reevaluated, because we are still living in a system of dominance, and we out here beating each other up over who looked lighter than what and who darker than what and who got the opportunity and who didn't. So what, bro? It just wasn't for you. And like I said, the most unfortunate part about being in Hollywood and the dominant society, you can't get mad at that black person for accepting something that they cannot control on a higher level. Now, on the other end, that lighter skinned person, I think Zoe Saldana or whatever her name is, she was supposed to do a movie about Nina Simone, and you know doggone well you don't look just like that woman. Y'all are, it's like night and day when it comes to skin complexion. Yes, they should take more responsibility when it comes to passing on certain opportunities, because it's just not even a part of your identity. But when it's just completely obvious. But just to beat up on somebody because they just don't look like you, or because you have some type of jealousy and envy triggering all within your heart and internal, that ain't nobody's fault but yours. And we live in a world, like I said before, where it's so much black reciprocity floating around. Why are you even focused on that? You're picking and choosing what you want to get mad at. That's what it is. You're picking and choosing what you want to get mad at, and it needs to be pointed out, because should nobody be going through the motions, or should nobody be going through the fire, all because you feel some type of way. Suck it up and get over it, and get over yourselves. If we gonna be black, let's all be black together, all right? If we not, just go ahead and separate it and say it out your mouth and say, look, I only support people that's fair skinned and dark skinned, and damn the rest of them, they white like the rest of them. But other than that, don't be out here talking about sister girl 1 minute and then be talking about who darker, who lighter the next. That ain't right. Regardless, the jump just ain't right, and it's stupid. We're in a time where everybody can literally create their own opportunities. We're not standing out in the Apollo lines like we used to, or standing out in all these long lists of lines with hundreds of thousands of people trying to get on for an opportunity. We can literally create the opportunity from the space and the comfort of our own homes, even from our cell phone. And you are out here getting mad at something that you honestly can control, but you can't. You can't control what the higher ups do, but you can control your reality as far as how far you want to take it and how hard you want to work and where you want to plant your seeds at. You can control that part. All right. So this is just something to think about, man. I know some people gonna get mad. If you get mad, it's just all up on you, because I ain't say nothing even too crazy. You probably just don't like the fact that I said dark and light, and I'm pointing out the BS. Okay. So boo hoo hoo, pity party. But you gotta stop bullying folks who are the same race as you, because it ain't getting us nowhere at all. It ain't getting us nowhere. Just like how black men get each other off the face of the earth because of their jealousy, so they go out and wipe each other off the face of the earth and put each other in the ground. That's the same thing what black women are doing, except for they're doing it with their mouthpiece. They're doing it with their mouthpiece by belittling the other person who don't look like them as far as their skin color. Within your race though. So how stupid do you look? How stupid do you sound? We understand you're going through some things that are very obvious, but it gets to a point where it's like boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.